Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a WZ-113G FT. It's the tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer. It's located on the southwest spawn of Outpost, and it's under the command of SpybotAF.
Time to roll out.
Game on! Where you can see straight away he was close enough to one of his teammates to get the side-by-side working. You have to be 50 meters away from the enemy to do that. Now, this gun is a 152mm caliber, and it's capable of 750 alpha, and it will penetrate through 290mm of armor as well. With the heat rounds, it'll actually go through 395mm of armor, and he selected the HE rounds to start with, 1100 alpha, but only 90mm of pen, so I think he's looking for a soft target to actually damage with his first shot. He's gone round to the entrance to the castle grounds. Nobody turned up yet. If he drives forward though, more than likely somebody will turn up just as he's halfway to the gate, or they'll shoot at him from the side. Sometimes it's worth taking a chance just to do it, but you see in so many of these battles the tank isn't fast enough to get to the gates in time. This one will only do 40 kilometers an hour, and like most tank destroyers, it's weak on the sides and the rear, but fairly heavy and very well angled armor on the front of it. Nobody turned up, which is surprising to say the least. Well, the frontal armor on this thing is 230mm. The sides are only 80 and the rear is only 70. So you can see, if somebody were to give you their sides and they happen to be weak, this 1100 hit points per shot would make it very, very juicy indeed. In fact, most people think that this is actually one of the better tank destroyers in the game, mainly down to the fact, of course, it's got such heavy damage, but it's not as much as you get from the Death Star or the FV, but then it's stronger overall on frontal armor. As long as you keep the front to the enemy's in trouble. And the enemy's turned up, CC1 Mark II, but we go for that guy instead, and we get 556 with the first shot, and bounce the round that comes back. Ooh, now the CC1 managed to hit our weak spot, and the 103 did the same. Who's next? We're ready. And didn't penetrate there. You can see the waffle tractor went down, and he's picked a spot now where he can actually angle up and try and get shots from a hold down position. Now, it's actually an adaptation of the 113 tank, which of course you know, it's been in the game a long time. It's got a very impressive pen and alpha. Oh, Tiger 2 goes down. Mind you, he had lost a fair amount of hit points, and now our team is streaming into the enemy area. That CC1 Mark II is probably not going to last very long, even with the fact that he came into the battle with 2,030 hit points of hit points in the start to start with. It actually has the second highest hit pool of all the tank destroyers, other than the Jagdtiger. It's tied with the Jagdtiger for the second highest. I think it's the Jagdpanzer E100 that actually has a better overall hit points. And oh, this Barask, you really made a big mistake coming up here. Hello. He's chasing him. Oh, hits him with an HE round.
Ammo storage is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow.
Unfortunately, we did get an XM66F who probably lined up the shot just after the Barasaurus. I was thinking, yeah, I might get one here. Well, we have pulled back, and the Baras does have the ground depression in its favour. But of course, we're far enough away from him now that he's not likely to get spotted. We're one up on the enemy, but that isn't a guarantee that we're going to win. We are doing rather well in the enemy rear, That G-Saw could easily turn around and take him, but the Progettos decided to come around the corner and take out... Oh, it didn't work out. He actually got spotted beforehand. And the Barrask, well, he must have had some spotting help there. We lost the Progetto. That was a big waste. That XM is still out there somewhere. In fact, actually, you haven't got the team list because I actually adjusted... Oh, he gets the Barrask. I didn't adjust the team list. I'm afraid that was my fault. I was doing the graphics for the thumbnail for the trolled videos, and so I had to take a screen print and wanted to get the team lists out of the way. Oh, and here we got the Gorilla 15. Hello. Well, we get 1015, but is he going to get 750 back? No, he doesn't. It's blocked by our armor. Say, so long as you've got the front facing the enemy, we've got a Batchat 25T AP backing us up, just in case the Gorilla gets too close. That Gorilla, well, yeah, he might try again. The enemy has got an SU-130PM in the castle grounds. He managed to sneak in. And here comes the Gorilla, and he's out the game this time. Well, our Batchat 25T AP is going in to kill the SU-130PM, and I think he's unloading into him right now. And the Batchat gets him. Now we're expecting another enemy tank to come up behind us, but no, nothing yet. The XM66, is it the XM66 that's missing? Yes, it is. We know where the 268 is. So it's, oh, it's actually the IS-4 on the enemy team. That's the one on this corner. But that XM is somewhere on this side of the map. Well, he managed to kill our Jagdpanzer E100. He's going to come around that side. He gets some camo from that tree, even from those branches dangling the way they do. But hello, he's spotted us. And no, didn't get that in. Batchat's coming out. Now he could outflank that IS-4, but for the XM, who's somewhere. Our guys are now heading for the cap. If the enemy XM turns up at that end of the map, the IS-4 is in trouble. But we're the nearest one to our own cap at the moment. If it was going to be a cap fight, though, they would lose because it's 4 versus 2, and we've got 3 near the cap. Batchat's out hunting now. We've loaded the heat just in case the IS-4 does come up that way. Oh, and he's found the XM. And that's good news, because now it means the IS-4 won't get any support because the Batchat is at this moment unloading into the XM. And there is the XM. Now, can we return the favour? Hello, Mr. XM. Never us. That's sweet revenge for that big shot that hit us earlier in the game. And it's the 3rd kill for Spybot. Here we go. And that one went in through the lower plate. So he's just going to cover this corner. He could slide down the back, but I think he just wants to get another shot into that IS. So remember, we've got fantastic frontal armor. Very well angled. Okay. No, he's trying to tempt us to shoot because he knows we've got a very long reload. The standard reload is 15.82 seconds. But yet again, my mods aren't working, so I don't know the exact value. And he gets another one for 757 this time. And the kill shot goes to the Object 268 version 4, the Bobject. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a second-class tanker for SpybotAF in the WZ-113G FT. He managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and he got the high caliber in that game for dealing the most damage in the game overall, with the win rate of 6,455, which is super income and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage was 5,484 hit points. Second highest went to our object, the Object 268 version 4 with 3,915. And third highest damage, well, it was the SU-130PM. He must have been sniping away at our guys as they were moving towards the enemy cap. He got 3,642 hit points of damage in third place. When it came to kills, the highest number was our object with 4 kills. 3 kills went to Spybot and also to the IS-4 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's actually the E75 on our team who did the best with 1,053 base experience points, and he got an invader, so he must have capped out as well at the same time. And also 997 went to the object and 953 went to Spybot. So 3 very good games. Only the one player actually making it above 1,000 base, but each of the top 3 players managed to get that medal, an important medal. You can see there the object managed to get a Spartan in that one as well. So let's have a look at detail. He fired only 11 rounds in the game, but he got 10 direct hits and 6 penetrating shots. 2 splash damage of 5,485, of which 1,021 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 6 hits from the enemy, 3 of which penetrated. One of those from the XM, I'm afraid, quite a big hit. And of course, he got hit numerous times with non-penetrations, 3 non-penetrations, and blocked 1,150 hit points of damage by armor, blocked by armor. 1 enemy vehicle was spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and he made, on a free-to-play account, a loss of 8,456 credits. It would have been positive if he'd actually had a premium count, but he did get 7 bonds out of it, and he also took away 2,383 experience points as well. So, and he completed a mission for 477. So not a bad game there, but for Spybot, a nice little ace tanker in what some people have actually said or can still consider an OP tank destroyer, just for the pure armor and the fact that this gun can do as much damage as it can. It really doesn't have the 183mm gun you find on the Death Star or the FV4005, but yeah, it does have a pretty powerful gun, and that frontal armor is very difficult to get through. Hope you enjoyed that game. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.